A New York Knicks star has just called out their head coach as Mikal Bridges just sent some serious shade to Tom Thibodeau, and this is absolutely absurd, as we also have multiple Knicks injury updates that are just, you can't even fathom how ridiculous all of this stuff has gotten. And on top of that, New York Knicks fans, in a rare occasion, are very much backing Mikal Bridges more than ever right now, and we are going to break all of this down. What's up, guys? Welcome back to Knicks Digest. It's Chris here, and we're going to jump right into things as always. And guys, if you're having fun, if you're enjoying the channel, and you're part of that 65% that's not subscribed to Knicks Digest, make sure to subscribe for all the best New York Knicks content out there. We're having a bunch of fun. Multiple videos every single day. There's not a game. Videos every single day throughout all of 2025. You don't want to miss out. But all that being said, let's jump into the video. There's a lot to discuss. Tom Thibodeau just got called out by one of his own players, a man who he has given a ton of minutes to in Mikal Bridges, who is not pleased with the way that Tibs is coaching the team. Bridges is in an interesting situation, as he's been to an NBA Finals before. He's seen what it's like to be there. He knows how to get there. Something that, as a head coach, we've never seen Tom Thibodeau do. So Bridges, he called out Tom Thibodeau for this and basically essentially admitted that it's on Tibs that the New York Knicks are coming out in that third quarter and routinely getting outscored. The Pistons have outscored the Knicks by over 40 points in the third quarters combined for these 5 games at this point, and it's absolutely awful. It's something you cannot let keep going, and Bridges is well aware of that. When he was asked about how to go about changing this is what he had to say. He said, "We got to do some layup lines or something to get everybody to come out of halftime moving." I had the same situation in Phoenix. We started the third quarter off and we had to change something for everybody to get out there moving and mentally get everybody right. As much as we say play hard and we got to do what we said every time, and we still don't get it done, so we got to warm up. So Bridges outright just calls out Tom Thibodeau, and this is not the first time Mikal Bridges has done that. Remember, Mikal is a winner. This man won multiple college championships. This man went to the NBA Finals with the Phoenix Suns as an integral part of that team, as their third best player. Everything that we're seeing right now out of Mikal Bridges, this is a winning guy who's been put in a situation where he has not been given the best chance to succeed, and he doesn't believe that Tom Thibodeau is putting them there very clearly by the way that he's talking about all this. Karl-Anthony Towns as well has not exactly been afraid to call out Tom Thibodeau, but Mikal Bridges seemingly has no qualms doing it. Meanwhile, Jalen Brunson and Josh Hart have both been more or less not really trying to ruffle the feathers from Tibs, whether it's Brunson, who's been backing Tibs, who he's known forever, or Josh Hart backing Tibs because Josh Hart is a Tibs type of player and all this makes sense. Mikal Bridges is not that. Despite the fact that he's the final member of that Nova Knicks team, he is not going to sit there and just go along with everything because he knows how to win. He's been there before, and he wants to prove something, and he wants to show that the New York Knicks should be winning. It's one of the biggest gripes against Tom Thibodeau is the way the Knicks have come out and just gotten outplayed in the third quarter. That's coaching adjustments. That's coaching adjustments that JB Bickerstaff is making that Tom Thibodeau is not prepared for. He's not countering it, and you can absolutely blame Tibbs for that. There's a lot of reason to agree with Mikal Bridges for all of these reasons, and frankly, I agree with Mikal fully. It's one of the first times we've ever seen New York Knicks fans really go out there and fully side with Mikal Bridges. And I think, honestly, that's a testament to the way Mikal Bridges did play in that fourth quarter of the game against the Pistons in Game 5. But it's also about how much Knicks fans are not rocking with Tom Thibodeau right now. And really, they're probably not going to side with him ever again. If the Knicks do blow this 3-1 lead, now that it's 3-2, something I don't think they're going to do. I think they're going to win in Game 6. I think they're going to get out of it. I don't think they're going to beat the Celtics, but I think it'll be more competitive than people are giving it credit for. But if they blow this 3-1 lead, Tibbs is going to get fired. I mean, if the Knicks go to Game 7, I was going to say or Game 6, but we are going to Game 6. If the Knicks go to Game 7 and then get swept by the Celtics, Tom Thibodeau is going to get fired. If the Knicks win Game 6 handily and get swept by the Celtics, Tom Thibodeau is probably going to get fired. If the Knicks beat the Pistons in Game 6 and then go out and give the Celtics a competitive series, or somehow, not even somehow win, or just win the series, Tom Thibodeau is not going to get fired. So if the Knicks blow this, or if the Knicks find themselves in a situation where they're just not going to succeed, we're going to see the end of Thibodeau's tenure. And he had a really big issue in the last game that everybody will not stop talking about, rightfully so. as Ian Begley mentioned, Jalen Brunson with his ankle and Josh Hart with his wrist both had left the Knicks game late in the fourth quarter due to injury. The Knicks, they traded water with Hart, or they treaded water, I should say. That says traded. But it doesn't matter. Shout out Ian Begley. He's the man. They treaded water with Hart and Brunson, but both were ready to return, standing at the scorer's table with under a minute to play, and the Knicks down 4. New York could have called a timeout to get Hart and Brunson into the game. They had one timeout to use. The club also could have stopped the clock with a foul, but Tom Thibodeau decided against both options. He let play continue with Hart and Brunson standing at the scorer's table. Cade Cunningham found Ausar Thompson for a layup on the ensuing possession, expanding the Pistons' lead to 6 with 27 seconds left to play. So obviously nothing that you want to see happening at all. We know this happened. We know it was absolutely detrimental. Both Jalen Brunson and Josh Hart found their way into not getting minutes in a key point of the game because Tom Thibodeau refused to use that timeout. Now, Mikal, again, he suggested these layup lines to get everyone moving, but it's not just that. We've seen Mikal not get a ton of opportunities in the playoffs. I mean, he's getting sent and relegated to the corner, something that we've seen happen throughout this season. And his numbers have not been great, don't get me wrong. He's putting up 14.5 points per game, 5 rebounds, and 1.5 assists, shooting 43% from the field and 33% from 3. For a guy you're trading 5 first-round picks for, you have to get better production out of him. But Mikal's not really getting a ton of chances until, that is, when Brunson was not in the game, when Hart was not in the game. They went to Mikal over and over and over again. Thibodeau basically just wanted Mikal to take every shot. That's what happens when Brunson comes out. He just wants Mikal to shoot the ball all the time. And yeah, maybe that means, all right, well, it makes sense. Your number one option is out. Second best shot creator on the team is Mikal Bridges. You go to Mikal then. That's perfectly reasonable. However, the problem is when you have Karl-Anthony Towns who's got a mismatch on him, you should be giving it to Towns there and having Mikal get open for threes and run plays for Mikal to get open threes because he's a great three-point shooter. So it really is frustrating to watch with all this going down. And just taking a look at everything else that's been mentioned, Tom Thibodeau was asked about his decision to not call a timeout. He said, just coach's decision. You look at the time, score, penalty, timeouts, all the above, what's happening in the game, the next possession, we're weighing. There's a lot that goes into it. However, for Brunson and Hart, there wasn't a lot that goes into it. As Bondi mentioned, you could see Brunson and Hart waiting impatiently on the table, glancing towards the bench, because they could see what we did as well. An offense that was going nowhere without them. By the time Thibodeau realized what was obvious, it was too late. So Tom Thibodeau, not the most popular guy in New York right now by a long shot because of just a complete blunder that very well cost the New York Knicks the game. Imagine if the Knicks lose the series now. Just imagine if that happens. Tibbs is gone. He's gone instantly. So Jalen Brunson on top of that obviously didn't have a good game. Mikal did play well in the fourth quarter, though. He was good for them. He put up 13 points, went 5 for 8 from the field and 2 for 3 from 3. So Mikal did his job. So he's allowed to call out Tom Thibodeau. I wish Mikal got it started earlier in the game, but it is what it is. This is where we found ourselves right now. But he still had a solid game overall in total as well. So, I mean, the defense is good. The defense has been great by Mikal in the playoffs, so there's been a lot to like. What there hasn't been a lot to like is the way that Tom Thibodeau has coached this team. The Knicks have been getting outcoached by J.B. Bickerstaff, someone that Tibs outcoached just 2 years ago. So something clearly is awry here for the New York Knicks, and they're going to have to fix it very soon. But on top of that, we also have another update because, as we know, Jalen Brunson and Josh Hart both went down with injuries. And Jalen Brunson's is one of the most absurd injuries I have ever seen in all my life as a New York Knicks fan. It's hard to even explain what happened here. So take a look. So as we know, the New York Knicks used their Kith court and their whole situation with the city jerseys. And, well, they put the court together. Jalen Brunson's ankle pops on the court. Like, it just dies. The court gave in. You can't see the best angle here, but his ankle just completely gave out. And it was, just really, like, what are we doing here? Just giving out completely. The court, not his ankle, the floor bounced, causing Jalen Brunson to turn his ankle because we want to put up a fancy court. Why? Why are we doing all this? We don't need to be doing all this. We just need to win these games. Stop caring about the fashion of it all and just win. It's really aggravating. I know that's not Brunson's call or Tibbs' call or anyone's call there, but it is still aggravating. Brunson was asked about his injury, and, well, here's what he had to say. His ankle is all good, and he repeatedly said that he's fine over and over again. Obviously, he's not fine. His ankle is clearly in pain, but it's not going to stop him from playing. Meanwhile, Josh Hart also spoke on his injury, saying when he was asked about which wrist was bothering him, he said, "My whole body's bothering me," because Josh Hart has mentioned time and time again that it's playoff basketball. He's going to play. He's going to ride till the wheels fall off, and we love Josh Hart for that. We absolutely do. But where things stand right now, it has been just the man's getting beat up. He got hit in the head twice by Jalen Brunson. There was no foul calls. It is what it is. Nothing you can do about it now. But Josh has been through the ringer right now, and at the end of the day, he's playing a great series. So he showed up to play yesterday. I mean, he's had that knee thing going on for a while as well. So we'll see what happens with Josh Hart. But shout out to Josh for playing through everything. Shout out to Brunson for playing through everything. Unfortunately, they weren't able to play through everything sooner because Tom Thibodeau didn't want them to, because he decided to not call a timeout that he evidently used when the Knicks were down 6 and it was a 25-second game left. So terrible coaching job by Tom Thibodeau. The New York Knicks have found themselves in an unideal situation going back to Detroit, but I do believe they're going to win the series anyway, and I think they're going to win it in 6. Guys, let me know what you think in the comments down below. Like this video, subscribe, turn on post notifications. Have a great day, and go Knicks.